with L&R, and today we are going to discuss about health promotion model. So let's discuss about it. It is proposed by Nola J. Pender in 1982 and this model revised in 1996. And it was designed for complementary counterpart to models of health protection. The main aim of this model was to protect the health by positive thinking. And according to this model, it defined health as a positive dynamic state, not merely the absence of disease. Okay, is directed at increasing a client level of well-being. The main motive of health promotion model to increase the level of well-being of the client. Describe the multidimensional nature of persons as they interact within their environment to pursue health. For example, the social area of the person, then the psychology of the person, these all dimensions are depends. And health promotion is the science and art of helping people change their lifestyle to move toward a state of optimal health. For example, someone suffering from so much stress, then they have to focus on everyday exercises, everyday activity, physical activity, then the stress level reduced. After that, the health promotion model mainly focus on three areas. First one, individual characteristics and experience. How the person think, where the person live, and how much knowledge they have regarding particular problem. Behavior specific cognition and effect. The person think positive or negative regarding the disease condition. Then behavioral outcome. If the person think positive regarding the disease during the disease, then the person or patient recover quickly as comparative to when they think negative. The health promotion model notes that each person has unique personal characteristics and experiences that affect subsequent actions. Might be in their family someone suffered with any kind of problem, for example with the heart diseases, and that experience might be very bad for them. That's why in the future when someone in the family face the similar condition, that time the person think about the previous bad experience. Then the set of variables for behavioral specific knowledge and effect have important important motivational significance. These variables can be modified through nursing actions. We can change their behavior by providing the knowledge, by providing the care to the patient. After that, health promoting behavior is the desired behavioral outcome and is the end point in the health promotion model. Health promoting behavior is the desired behavior outcome. Whatever the person think, at the end they can receive the similar result. Health promoting behaviors should result in improved health, enhanced functional ability and better quality of life at all stages of development. The final behavioral demand is also influenced by the immediate competing demand and preferences which can derail an intended health promoting actions. The person can participate in the recovery so that their health promote. After that, assumptions of the health promotion model. Assumptions means we believe some things. Individuals seek to actively regulate their own behavior. The person can regulate their behavior either positive or negative. Individuals in all their biopsychosocial complexity interact with the environment, progressively transforming the environment and being transformed over time. The person suffering from so much stress due to some particular environment, they can leave the environment, change the environment. Health professionals constitute a part of the interpersonal environment which exerts influence on persons throughout their lifespan. When the person stays in the hospital, whatever the care we provide, whatever the health education are dealing, it affect the person, it affect on the person to maintain the health belief. Okay, self-initiated reconfiguration of person environment interactive pattern is essential to behavioral change. Persons can take their own effort to change the behavior, to change the health related to the change the thinking about health promotion. Theoretical propositions of the health promotion model. Theoretical statements derived from the model provide a basis for investigate work on health behavior. Prior behavior and inherited and acquired characteristics influence belief, affect, and enactment of health promoting behavior. Okay, when they believe this disease is very much dangerous, then it proved that that disease is dangerous. Persons commit to engaging in behaviors from which they anticipate deriving personally valued benefit. Okay, for example, the person has a habit of smoking. They can avoid the smoking and maintain the health, prevent the health. Perceived barriers can constrain commitment to action, a mediator of behavior as well as actual behavior. What kind of barrier? Barrier, person feel bad when they think about I would like to quit the smoking. When they think that I have to rise early from today or tomorrow, but they feel discomfort. These kind of barriers are there. Perceived competence or self-efficacy to execute a given behavior increases the likelihood of commitment to action and actual performance of the behavior. The person commit with themselves and take the action in a consistent way. Then greater perceived self-efficacy result in fewer changes in the person. Then positive affect toward a behavior results in greater perceived self-efficacy, which can in turn result in increased positive effect. For example, person have a loaded of stress, they can change the lifestyle, they can indulge in the physical activity, do regular exercises, then definitely they can receive the positive effect. When positive emotions or affect are associated with the behavior, the probability of commitment and action is increased. The person think about positive regarding himself, then surely the action, the positive behavior start to work. Persons are more likely to commit to and engage in health promoting behavior when significant other model the behavior, expect the behavior to occur and provide assistance and support to enable the behavior. It is the internal feeling of the person or patient, they can do this. Then families, peers and healthcare providers are important sources of interpersonal influence that can increase or decrease commitment to and engagement in health promoting behavior, because we can provide, family can provide psychological support, peer can provide psychological support, healthcare workers provide the psychological support, and if the person receive that in a positive way, then it is definitely good for them. Situational influences in the external environment can increase or decrease commitment to or participation in health promoting behavior. Sometimes some situations are there, the external environment influence the person. The greater the commitments to a specific plan of action, the more likely health promoting behaviors are to be maintained over time. The person have committed with their own. Commitment to a plan of action is less likely to result in the desired behavior when competing demands over which persons have little control require immediate attention. Okay, persons can modify cognitions, thinking level, their affect, and the interpersonal and physical environment. Interpersonal environment, the person, when the patient in the hospital, that time the patient family, our team, health worker and the person, it's an interpersonal environment for them. And physical environment, which the person, where the person live in the ward, to create incentives for health action. And the major concepts and definitions of the health promotion model: individual characteristics and experience. Individual characteristics, individual comes under individual characteristics, individual age, gender, where they live, the knowledge of the disease and prior related behavior, which kind of experience they can have, frequency of the similar behavior in the past, direct and indirect effects on the likelihood of engaging in health promoting behaviors. Then personal factors. Personal factors categorized as biological, psychological, socio-cultural. Biological, the person's own; psychological, how they think; socio-cultural, where they live. These factors are predictive of a given behavior and shaped by the nature of the target behavior being considered. Personal biological factors include variables such as age, gender, body mass index, pubertal status, aerobic capacity, strength, agility, or balance. Personal psychological factors include variables such as self-esteem, self-motivation, personal competencies. Then personal socio-cultural factors include variables such as race, ethnicity, accumulations, education and socio-economic status, behavioral specific cognition and effect, and perceived benefits of action, anticipated positive outcomes that will occur from health behavior. How the action of the patient provide the positive outcome. How? When they start regular physical activity, they maintain their weight, reduce the disease conditions, then prevent from various other kind of diseases, and feel good, perceived barriers to action, anticipated, imagined or real blocks and personal cost of understanding a given behavior. Then perceived self-efficacy, judgment of personal capability to organize and execute a health promoting behavior, their own strength. Then activity related effect, subjective positive or negative feeling that occur before, during and following behavior based on the stimulus properties of the behavior itself. Then activity related effect influences perceived self-efficacy, which means the more positive the subjective feeling, the greater the feeling of efficacy. Means if they think about productive thinking, the end result is very productive. Interpersonal influences, cognition, concern, behavior, belief or attitudes of the others. How the other people think about. Interpersonal influences include norms, social support and modeling. Primary sources of interpersonal influences are families, peers and healthcare providers. Then situational influences, personal perceptions and cognitions of any given situation or context that can facilitate or impede behavior. It includes perceptions of option available, demand characteristics and aesthetic features of the environment in which given health promoting is proposed to take place. Situational influences may have direct or indirect influences on healthcare. Then behavioral outcome, commitment to plan or of action. The concept of intention and identification of a planned strategy leads to implementation of health behavior. The person have to commit with their goal, with their target, and immediate competing demand and preferences. Competing demands are those alternative behavior over which individuals have low control because there are environmental contingencies such as work or family care responsibilities. There are another kind of responsibilities are there. Then health promoting behavior, endpoint or action, outcome directed toward attaining positive health outcome such as optimal well-being, personal fulfillment and productivity. If the person take the good action or positive action, then the end result is very bright. Then basic differences between preventive and promotion model. Health promotion primarily support health development by increasing resources which allow better maintenance and enhancement of positive health. Prevention of ill health. Then health protection. If the patient think positive, then the disease not come to them. Then health protect from the disease. Healthcare start from element of pathogenic risk factor and health development. Healthcare including cure and rehabilitation is triggered by disease and aims at restoring previously held health status or at least reducing negative health effect in case of palliative care. Then prevention is mainly dealing with specific risk factors on the individual level. For example, smoking cessation. It is not compulsory to smoke the cigarette. We can live without the cigarette. Person can think about, commit with themselves, avoid the cigarette, then the health will become good and the person prevent from lung cancer. Health protection is offering resources for safeguards from both specific and unspecific. What is specific? Noise and secondhand smoke, and unspecific traffic accident and food contamination risk factors in the socio-ecological environment. I hope you have clear with this. Thank you very much.